Hey folks, I'm Rick Lamont, and today I am watching RWBY Volume 1, Episode 16, Black and White. I'm a little nervous for this one. Very excited, but a little nervous. Let me move the chair over. Yeah, that might work a little better. I've adjusted my camera, so I'm either very, very happy with its new placement or very not. That depends. I also need to sit up, and my microphone needs to be adjusted. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm simultaneously very excited and very nervous. This is a season end, so presumably a cliffhanger. I mean, all the episodes kind of a little bit cliffhangery. This, I suspect, is more. It's not that bad of a thing because I have volume 2 ready to go, so it's not like I have to wait. In the previous episode, Stray, we were introduced to 2 new characters. Penny, who I thought seemed mighty robotic. That raises an interesting question. Would a robotic monster hunter have the aura and semblance like the flesh and blood ones? I mean, no, I'm almost positive. So in a competition, they would be at a distinct disadvantage. The other character we were introduced to is Sun, who was a faunus. And, sorry, let me get back to my window. Sun, who is a faunus and is rather monkey-like. So he was a stowaway, and he made a very gymnastic, almost flamboyant escape, thumbing his nose, so to speak, at the ship people, the crew, and the dock workers. As he went by, he gave Blake kind of a, "I see you. You looking fine." Or at least that's how I interpreted it at the time. And it turns out Blake is a faunus, and wow, what a reveal. That took me completely by surprise. I mean, partly because I didn't know faunus were a thing in the show until the episode prior. In my outro, I speculated that perhaps either Penny or Sun were the Stray, either like an escape from a robotic lab. I'm still saying she's a robot. I'm calling it. I'm calling it now. Then, about 5 minutes after I shut off the camera, I realized Blake is a stray, stray cat. The whole thing fits. And that was basically confirmed in the comments. And yeah. Okay, so let's watch this. Headphones on. Now, I understand at the end of each season, or, well, volume, there's a little teaser, stinger, whatever, what have you. I'm also told that it's probably a good idea. It's tradition to react to the soundtrack from the previous season that you just finished. And I've been graciously given lists of content, shows, music, whatever, that does not spoil anything prior to it. The correct order to watch things in. So let's go.
Finally, she speaks. Nearly 2 days and you're giving me nothing but small talk and weird looks.
Sun.
Yeah, like that.
And he's holding his
Son,
teacup with his tail.
Are you familiar with the White Fang?
Of course. I don't think there's a faunus on the planet who hasn't heard of them. Stupid, holier-than-thou creeps that use force to get whatever they want. Bunch of freaks, if you ask me.
I was once a member of the White Fang.
Wait a minute, you were a member of the White Fang?
That's right. I was a member for most of my life, actually. You could almost say I was born into it. Back then, things were different.
The way
in the ashes of war, the White Fang was meant to be a symbol of peace and unity between humans and
the parallax with the different silhouettes done in layers.
Subjected to discrimination and hate. Humanity still thought of us as lesser beings.
So beautiful.
So the White Fang rose up as as a voice of our people. And I was there. I was at the
Okay,
front
she's
of every
kind of
rally.
adorable.
I took part in every
Is a
boycott. And I actually thought we were
angry
making a
protester?
difference. But I was just a youthful optimist. Then, 5 years ago, our leader stepped down, and a new one took his place. A new leader with a new way of thinking. Suddenly, our peaceful protests were being replaced with
transition
organized
between,
attacks. We were setting fire to shops
signs
that
and
refused
pickets
serve us,
to
hijacking cargo from companies
pole
that used
arms and
honest labor.
swords.
And the worst part was, it was working. We were being treated like equals, but not out of respect,
Fear.
out of fear. So I left.
The
I
reflection
decided
in the
I no longer
teacup,
wanted to use
really
my skills
nice.
to aid in their violence, and instead
I like
would
the
dedicate my
vines
life to
behind her.
becoming a huntress. So here I am, a criminal hiding in plain view, all with the help of a little black bow.
So, have you told your friends any of this?
Blake! Blake! Where are you? Blake! Weiss, they're not helping. Oh, you know who
Yeah,
might be able to help?
Weiss is
The police.
yeah.
Weiss. It was just an
Understandable, I
Not a bad
suppose.
one.
Weiss, I think we should hear her side of the story before we jump to any conclusions.
I think when we hear it, you'll all realize I was right.
And I think Weiss's hair looks wonderful today. Ah, Penny, where did you come from? Hey, guys, what are you up to?
Still say she's a robot.
We're looking for our friend Blake.
Oh, you mean the Faunus girl.
Wait, how did you know that?
The cat ears?
What cat ears? She wears a bow.
And a penny drops.
So, where is she?
We don't know. She's been missing since Friday.
That's terrible. Well, don't you worry, Ruby, my friend. I won't rest until we find your teammate.
That's really nice of you, Penny. But we're okay. Really. Right, guys?
It sure is windy today.
So, what's the plan now?
I still don't believe the White Fang is behind these robberies. They've never needed that much dust before.
What if they did? I mean, the only way to prove that they didn't do it is to go to the place where they would most likely go to if they were to do it and not find them there. Right?
The only thing is, I have no idea where that would
There's
be.
logic.
Well, while I was on the ship, I heard some guys
Not
talking about offloading a huge
good
shipment of
logic.
dust coming in from Atlas.
How huge?
Huge. Big Shinny Company freighter.
You're sure?
Thanks anyways. This is hopeless. You really don't care if we find her, do you?
Don't be stupid. Of course I do. I'm just afraid of what she'll say when we find her. The innocent never run, Yang.
Yeah. Yeah, they
So,
do.
Blake is your friend?
Yes, Penny.
But you're
sometimes
mad
the
at
guilty
her?
stay.
Yes. Well, I'm not. Weiss is.
Is she friends with Blake?
Well, that's kind of up in the air
It's
right
complicated.
But why?
now. Well, you see, Blake might not be who we thought she was.
Is she a man?
No, Penny. She's. I don't know what she is. She didn't exactly talk to us before she decided to run off.
I don't have a lot of friends. But if I did, I would want them to talk to me about things.
Me too.
I mean, Blake kind of avoided getting close to people even before all this came out.
Not really. They've offloaded all the crates from the boat. Now they're just sitting there.
Cool. I stole you some food.
Do you always break the law without a second thought?
Hey, weren't you in a cult or something? Okay, too soon.
The bad guy, Roman? From first episode of Ruby Rose.
Oh no.
Is that them?
They've got kind of...
Yes. It's them.
White Fang.
All right, grab the tow cables.
I'm getting
Really
kind
didn't think
of,
they were behind it, did you?
No, I think deep down I knew. I just didn't want to be right.
What's the
Templars
holdup?
vibes.
We're not exactly the most inconspicuous bunch
And
of
no
thieves at
more.
the moment, so why don't you animals try to pick up the pace?
This isn't right.
You animals.
The White Fang would never work with a human, especially not one like that.
Hey, what are you doing?
If there's some mutual benefit.
No, you idiot. This isn't a leash? What the? Oh, for
Nobody move!
Whoa! Take it easy there, little lady.
Little lady.
Brothers of the White Fang, why are you aiding this scum?
Oh, kid. Didn't you get the memo?
What are you talking about?
The White Fang and I are going in on a joint
He's so
business venture together.
smarmy.
Tell me what it is, or I'll put an end to your little operation.
I wouldn't exactly call it a little operation.
As a villain, I like him.
Oh no.
The cane gun really does suit his personality. Oh. So apparently his weapon
Leave her
is
alone.
fruit.
You are not the brightest banana in the bunch, are you, kid?
Oh, a collapsible staff. Cool. Okay, Blake is quick. Nunchucks / shotguns. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, is dropping that amount of dust a bad idea? I think it's a bad idea.
Oh, hello, Red.
Ruby!
Isn't it past your bedtime?
Ruby, are these people your friends?
Penny, get back!
Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch.
Penny, wait!
Robo girl.
Don't worry, Ruby. I'm combat ready.
Robot. Called it. That is so cool, her weapon. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Doing that?
So all that I was saying about not having a semblance and aura and all that, she has the electronic version.
Just keep getting weirder.
These kids just keep getting weirder. It's the Popo.
Look, Weiss, it's not what you think. She explained the whole thing. You see, she doesn't actually wear a bow. She has kitty ears, and they're actually kind of cute.
Weiss, I want you to know that I'm no longer associated with the White Fang. Back when I was with...
Stop. Do you have any idea of how long we've been searching for you? 12 hours. That means I've had 12 hours to think about this. And in that 12 hours, I've decided... I don't care.
You don't care?
You said you're not one of them anymore, right?
No, I haven't been since I was younger.
I don't want to hear it. All I want to know is that the next time something this big comes up, you'll come to your teammates and not someone else.
Growth?
Of course.
Growth.
Yeah, Team RWBY is back together! I'm still not quite sure how I feel about you.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Penny?
You should know better than to go running around in a strange city.
I know, sir.
Penny, your time will come.
Kira. Do I know who that is? What an episode. What a season. What an ending. So much. So many things happened. From introducing the characters initially and the situations, and then a little bit of drama at school, to the world beyond. Just the last two episodes taking place in this town, whatever it is. We learned so much about the characters, and the reveal that Blake is a faunus couldn't have happened without the whole bullying thing a few episodes prior. I mean, it could have been, but to really point out how the faunus and are mistreated by humans, and that there's the conflict. You know, I know in the second episode there was just a mention in passing of the White Fang, and it was a terrorist organization, and it was the way it was, sorry, that it was mentioned, and not much else. I didn't really know anything. I forgot all about it. I just knew here's some bad guys that are going to be showing up in the future. And it turned out it's, like many things, a lot more complicated than that. So they list all their pets as security. And I think they're on season 9 right now. Oh.
How very disappointing, Roman.
Whoa! Wasn't expecting to see you guys so soon.
We were expecting more from you.
Hey,
So
you were the
Roman
ones who
has
suggested
bosses.
working with those stupid mutts from the White Fang.
And you will continue to do so. We have big plans for you, Roman. All we ask is a little cooperation.
Ooh. Okay. So that was the stinger. That was the hint of things to come. Looks like Roman has masters as well. Okay, so be right back with the commentary. And my camera is so far away. Okay. Wow. So I have recorded several discussions, and they've all been pretty rambling and all over the place. And I had a lot of things to say. I just didn't know how to say it or in what order to say. So on the off chance that nothing was usable, I thought I would put this together. The show's great. I'm absolutely loving it. It started off really simple, reminded me of a fairy tale at first. Very, not sweet or innocent, because fairy tales really aren't, but smaller. It had charm, and it turned out to be so much more. It wasn't about young people going to a school to learn to be monster hunters and the world of the monsters and their skills, magic and otherwise. It turned out to be that there was a whole larger world of politics, and that's just being touched upon now. And I can't wait to see where that goes. So if I keep talking, I'm going to get scattered all over the place again. That's all I can say. I want to say more. I've tried. It's a mess. It's just that good. It's leaving me with so many thoughts, and I can barely contain them. So if you liked this reaction, if you like this commentary, at least this version of it, thumbs up, give me a like if you want to see more. And I feel like they're getting better every time, or my basic trend is improving. So give me a subscribe, subscribe. I'm only going up. There's a bell thing. You could ring it if you want. Comments. I love the comments. They're always so interesting to read. And y'all are a great bunch. And no spoilers, please. No, of course, no spoilers. I do plan on watching and or reacting to the various songs from this season. I think I mentioned this, but it may have been in one of the outros that I didn't use, that I have been graciously given a list of things that don't spoil each other, or at least what order to watch things in. And so I'll go by that, and whatever I can watch before delving into volume 2, I'll try to put up here on the YouTube. Yeah. So, thanks for watching, and have a great day. Oh, my camera's so far away now. Hey folks, it's me again, and I just had a moment of clarity while getting ready to edit everything. I need more light. Yeah, that's a little better, I think. I had a moment of clarity while getting ready to edit this thing that the name Black and White could refer to the struggle, blah, 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 between Blake and Weiss, the disagreements, the coming to terms, and also Black and White could mean the polarity of the situation that people are seeing. The White Fang is either all good or all bad, when it's really neither. The same thing with the struggles, the disagreements, the arguments. People are polarized, and yeah, that's not a good place to be. You need shades of gray sometimes. And okay, yeah, just wanted to say that I'm still thinking about it, and